Yay, we're live. Hello.
Hello, welcome to the Rocket Community Sync. So we have a Google Doc with an agenda that you can ask questions on. And feel free to ask questions on IRC as well, or to join the channel. Who would like to start?
With some demos.
We don't have any demos, I think, do we?
Don't we? Like Sergius, you want a demo?
I would like to show the config subcommand in a terminal, essentially.
Okay, so let's start with that. When you're ready.
So it's my turn?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, let me share the screen. Can you see the terminal?
Yeah.
Okay, so in the next release we're gonna introduce a new subcommand which is called rocketconfig, and yeah, the goal is to print out the current rocket configuration per stage. The documentation is going to live under documentation subcommands config, and yeah, the invocation is pretty easy. Just say rocketconfig, like so, and it will try to print out the whole current configuration per stage. Currently, for the first version, we are implementing only stage 0, and the goal is to print out an array in JSON of configurations that you also probably know from the existing input configurations. And this is just a silly little example. You see authentication are being printed out, basic OAuth authentication. Also the paths configuration is being printed out, as well as the stage 1 config. So, and this is the merged output of these directories. I'm already nervous. Yeah, exactly. So these are the input files for them. So, and for the next release, I guess we're going to have also the stage 1 output. Yeah, that's pretty much all from my side. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's very cool. Looking forward to see the final state. Okay.
I wanted to talk about SD Notify. So let me share my screen. Okay, so hopefully you can see my screen. Is a diagram that you have seen a lot of time, I guess. In this example, we have a systemd starting Rocket and starting an application via the systemd default stage 1. And what we would like to do is to notify systemd on the host when the Rocket pod is ready. And there is a systemd mechanism for that called SD Notify. And what it does is let an application send a message through a Unix socket, a datagram Unix socket, to systemd to let systemd knows that the application is fully initialized and ready to work. And that can be useful to when starting a systemd service before connecting to its socket to know when the application is ready. And at the moment, systemd and spawn use that mechanism to know when the container has been started. But when the container has been started is only when systemd in the container has been started, and it doesn't say anything about the application. And there is a GitHub issue on Rocket to improve that. And the idea would be to notify that the pod is ready only when the application has been ready. And for that, we will use SD notify, if the application is using the SD notify mechanism, it will let systemd in the pod know that it's ready, and it will send a signal to nspawn, and nspawn will send a signal back to systemd on the host. And for that, it requires some change in systemd nspawn, and there is a stream issue on systemd to do that. And the status of that is not implemented yet, but there is some code that has been started. Is there any question on that?
Hi, John.
Howdy.
Okay, you guys no questions?
Okay, so we can go to the next topic. I'm stopping presenting.
Okay, so I see you found writing some status status update for Rocket Native. I guess I should not talk.
Yes.
Ethan, do you want to say something about Rocket Native?
Okay. Yeah, some status updates. So after we fixed the rocket blocking issue and one of the network issue in the rocket notice, now the test we have more tests starting. Not only around like less than 20 tests are failing. Half of them are probably features we won't support, like the attach stuff and the host, not the host appc, the attached stuff, and some are bad tests, like they have made bad assumption, like the tests are running Debian distros. Another like half 10-ish tests are like bugs or features we should support. And also we create a milestone for tracking all the issues in the Rocket Native. This week we are working on like converting the master node to use Rocket as a runtime to run all the Kubernetes master components. And yeah, also I'm trying to like bump use the new Rocket 1.3 release, which contains 1.3, which contains the fix for the Docker volume, to try to see if we can run the those failing images. And yeah, from the Rocket side, we really want the config, like the config working, which will enable us to configure the network plugin directory. That's it. Let me just find the link to
Okay, thanks. That sounds good. The next topic is the release, which will happen hopefully tomorrow. And I think Sergius is gonna do it, right?
Yes, I'm preparing myself mentally.
So be ready for that. And yeah, I guess we will need to triage the issues again, because we have too many. And yeah. So that ends the agenda as it's written.
What for the release? What was
Yeah.
the latest on that logging, STD logging one? Is that something we need to sort out before the release?
The logging issue. So yeah, I wrote a comment like some minutes ago on the issue in Rocket. Maybe I can paste the link if I can find it. Yeah, here. So let's see the. So yeah, basically, we added a feature to Rocket to bind mount from stage 1 the run systemd journal directory, so apps could log directly to the journal. And it seems that etcd, since version 2.1, I think, it uses that if it's present, so it logs directly there. And that means the logs don't get printed on screen. But the logs are still there if you use journalctl from the host with -m, and you can see them. But when running Rocket from the command line, you don't see the logs on screen. So yeah, I'm not sure how to fix that yet, but yeah, maybe you should figure that out pretty soon. I see that the milestone is 1.5. You added that album.
I said that will be changed if we want.
Yeah, so the question will be, do we want this to block the release?
Is this just for apps that are logging directly to the journal socket? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So from what I saw in the code, if etcd is run from pit1 and the journal socket is there, it logs there, and if it's not, it just prints to the screen. And yeah, that thing got added in 2.1, I think. So that's why all versions work. And that, in combination with us bind mounting from stage 1 the socket, means that new Rocket with new etcd doesn't work as expected.
But arguably by design.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. This is like the general problem for apps that log directly to the journal, so they won't be seen on screen when running Rocket. I'm not aware of any other apps, but yeah, I'm not trying all of them in Rocket.
But for the apps that work directly to std out, it should work fine, right?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Yeah.
And it's the same symptom if you run with interactive?
Yeah, because the socket is there. I mean, so yeah, I guess I could have a look, like try to have a better look tomorrow. Or maybe we can talk to the etcd guys to see if they have any ideas.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a more general problem than etcd. Maybe something to address in that log package.
We can ping people.
What's that?
Can you ping people in the issue?
Which issue?
If you want a link in Rocket, it's in the agenda.
You trying to say something, Yifan?
Yeah. So I want this one to like get in soon because we need this to configure the network plugin directly.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
So we want this PR to get in soon, so we can use that to like point to the arbitrary directory for the network plugin.
So you're asking if the config thing will allow you to see the directory for the network plugin in Star?
Yeah, I think it allows, but we just want to get this feature in quickly so we can test it.
Okay.
Did we get the first part of that in for 1.4? 24.4?
At first glance, I don't see this enables the network plugin.
I think we need one of the Kashmir's pull requests, right? For that.
To have the
Okay, so we'll need to review them.
Thank you. Another thing is what's the like current system version in our stage 1?
The current system version is
Yeah.
225 with some backports.
Okay.
So, why are you asking? You needed this C group thing?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So we are kind of waiting until 229 is shipping for us. So they merged the pull request, but it's not really in any release yet.
Okay.
Is that something else we should backport, or we should just roll to 229?
I'm not sure. I think it's a pretty big patch, right? It basically moves every unit to init.scope.
You move what unit to init.scope. That's the unit of systemd.
Oh, the unit. Yeah, okay.
I don't know how difficult it is to backport this.
Yeah, we could see if it's difficult. So yeah, and you're adding it. Good. Yeah, and I don't know how far the OS team is with shipping system E229. I know they have some issues, but yeah, I don't really know.
Okay, I will try to ping Crawford.
Okay, thanks.
Anything else you need from us, Yifan?
Not much. Anything from CIR and you?
Okay. Anything else to discuss?
Okay, so if it is done, thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, and see you next time.
Okay, have a good day.